Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another anime review for Anime Month. And another anime that, maybe some people say that if anyone's ever seen this one, probably chances are probably won't like it or not. So, but it's all subjective. But like I said, it's hard to go reviewing, these type of animes because you don't know if it's good or bad or not, though. But so this is only what I think of, though. So can't speak for nobody, but I can only speak for myself. So, but upon reviewing this anime, it's an anime has deal with definitely a lot of fan service and harem and all that. But I would, to me, at first, I would think that overall, I do like. I would say I do like this anime. I do, and certain things I think it's funny. A lot of times, I do think aspects of it is funny between the characters. And what anime is this one I'll be talking about is of by the Japanese with the original name, Japanese name is Asobe, what was it? Asobe Nai, if I say it right, Asobe Nai Ikkyo, Asobe Nai Ikkyo, or by the English name, Planet Cuties. Yeah, so Planet Cuties. So it's about with alien cat girls, basically, alien cat girls. So, and it was for the manga. Like I said, this is another one that's based on a manga that I've never read. I've never read this manga, but for the anime show is released in 2010. So really, it's been 9 years. So, but I do like the show. There's a lot of things I think is funny and. Now, of course, we're reviewing stuff like this one with fan service and harem and all that stuff, which I will be reviewing, like Rosario Vampire. That's another one though. But I do like Rosario Vampire, which I will get into though. But Cat Planet Cuties. The story is that. There is this high school kid named Kyo Kazu, and he's with his uncle who's always wears shades, and I think there was like a part with her at a party, and there's this girl with cat ears and a tail, wearing this strange suit. Well, at first she was about to drink some adult alcohol beer, but then accidentally Kyo actually takes a sip of it because he's lightweight. He passes out. So next thing you know, he wakes up in his bed. Whoops. Excited again. I guess I always have a habit of dropping things when I get excited about talking stuff. So finds his girl, the cat girl, in his bed with him, probably like almost half naked, and but she tells herself she is a Catian from the planet Katia. Yeah, I even know some of the names they come up with is not that creative though, but still, just to me, I just roll with it. But her name is Aries. Yeah, it was Aries. And tells them that she's from the planet, which she say her planet is also called Earth, but not to get like confused with ours though. So she calls hers. They switch it to Katia. So, and his next door neighbor and childhood friend Monami comes by, and I think also one of his teachers as well. Yeah, one of his teachers come by and. Which their expressions when they see this strange girl saying, to see how big her knockers are. You know, like with me quoting like young Frankenstein, what knockers? Oh, thank you, Doctor. Yeah, I get what I mean, but used from that quote. But yeah, that's our first reaction to. But it explains that what planet she's on, and she's here just to basically observe Earth and how like the culture is or etc. and all that stuff. So basically she's there for like an observing, and they see on TV that they're like her shit's been taken, and then eventually like she has these she could make these little guys here. They're little helpers. Eventually, she like puts like numbers so you can tell which is which. They don't speak or anything. Only they talk holding up signs. You know, just to help her with her observation of what like food, what the food is, or whether like books or anything else to observe about. So, and with Monami, his developed with her is that she likes Kyoto. They knew each other when they were kids, and she likes him though, but she never got the full courage to tell him that she really loves him and all that stuff. So she probably kind of like denies it now, but she still well she knows that she will suppress her feelings, but she still loves him still later on. And there's this other girl named Aoi, who is also like the sweet but also like shy girl as well. But which knows that she's like actually this she's an agent in this immigrant bureau, which she kind of becomes like a badass warrior. She wears like this what was that, a zero suit. She has like the spear, and she has the ability to teleport things with a 50-meter radius, which she explains that she got these powers, and her family neglects her, like tossed her out. That's why she joined the immigrant bureau, because of that. And she has like about teleport things, like mainly weapons. She says the word what was it, a port, like a port, then things appear in her hands. Which they don't establish that much how most of her backstory that much, so I'd like to hear more about that though. But briefly, it tells about it when she's in the taking bath with Monami, and she explains all that stuff. So, and with Monami, she wants to be in the CIA as well, so she's like she knows how to handle guns and all that stuff. So yeah, some girls can be badasses who can handle guns. So like Monami, she works with the immigrant bureau, and not Monami, she wants to work with the CIA. And you see like briefly talk with this other girl. It's funny that they get for other like info stuff like that. The other girl she's talking to, she for a show like this to advertise product placement. Usually, like that was a product placement. I say whatever I reviewed before is like really, but I thought it was kind of funny that how they were just putting this in there. They advertised for AMW, AMW, the hamburger AMW or AMW root beer floats. Yeah. So yeah, they have product as the girl that Mommy's talking to. She's eating from AMW. And there's another scene where Kyo and the other girls, they're eating at an AMW place as well. So I thought it was kind of funny. They just I got the what was it, to advertise AMW in a Japanese anime like this. So I thought that was kind of funny. What a way to advertise AMW, And I love the root beer floats, just say, I love AMW root beer floats. Yeah, if you're wondering, I have McDonald's, if you're wondering. Yeah, that's the thing, I also like McDonald's too, so who doesn't like McDonald's? But anyway, but I'm talking about AMW. But I say about AMW that I'm just here drinking McDonald's as well. So, well, as a comparison, the AMW root beer floats are the best to me, though. But anyway, I was saying, getting back to the task at hand here. And then one point, and also their Kyo's teacher, she's also part of this secret organization called the Beautiful Contact organization. You can say, I guess she has a secret organization where she wants to say that she wonders. She says how there's alien life all in the universe, though, but it's them. These cat people, these cat girls. She was like, I guess you can kind of explain that she wanted to be like more like the typical, oh, we come in peace, take me to your leader, and all that stuff, like the green aliens and all that stuff. But no, she doesn't like that. Oh, it's these cat girls that are first contact with. She wants to be like contact with other different type of aliens, you can say. So she has this little secret organization, and like all three, like with the teacher, and the Monami and Aoi, they all want to take Ares, and like when Aoi, like she's in her you can say zero suit, you can say, but Kyo grabs her and lets him go, but Monami takes Ares gives her other people, you can say, but Kyo knows that was her because he recognized the watch she was wearing. So it gets her to tell him we're taking her. So him and his uncle go to the army base, but first they get the teacher, take pictures, expose them on the internet, see if they'll help them. And which is another thing that they find funny is that where is everybody? And it's like the uncle says it's got to do with the hour. Well, one of the guys from the organization says it's got to do with the hour. These guys are mostly Trekkies. They ignore their duties to go and watch Star Trek. That's not that was funny. These are the Trekkies. What are they doing? Deciding the time of night they go and watch Star Trek. So that's all. I thought this, to me, I thought some things I thought was pretty funny in this show. And with Ares, she breaks out of her, they put her in this tube, this tube, but she breaks out of it easily because of her suit gives her powers, beats the guys up. And then with Aoi and Monami, they're driving together, and they get their guns. It becomes like bad as they blow up stuff, and with Ares and her little droids, little cat droids, they have also weapons too, like stuff like in without killing nobody, they can just dematerialize stuff like when the army comes in with their tanks, they use the weapons I guess Ares just gets like this big hammer and just like dematerialize the tanks, but also the guys too, like leaves them, like strips them naked, basically, just dematerializes not only the tanks but their clothes as well. So after that, the rest of Ares' gang comes in on their ship, and they talk to the people of Japan. Like their captain, their doctor, their what was it, the senior executive? Yeah, the first ship officer, and they're they're all wearing these swimsuits because it's a perfect way to wear because they've read Ares got from reading Kyo's dirty magazines, you could say. And Kyo's like, oh, that's all fiction. You don't believe anything we should read from those. And so they set up Kyo's home as the Katian embassy, so they set up at his place. And you get like the fight most where he's taking a bath and Ares comes in fully naked, like, oh, I want to when we help you like wash your back and all this stuff because in your magazines, got from his magazines, and I thought it was a fight more where Monami's like, oh, you sick pervert and all stuff. And then there's other tired, but must keep going. And then there's this other these other mysterious two women. They take one of the little droids, and this was after when you get to see where Aoi and Monami take in the same bathroom taking baths together, and the whole thing is more of all this fan service and going on, like the two girls, they're naked and they like are firing guns, all that stuff. Just like I said, if you have seen this, if you don't believe me, just watch this. You'll just like crazy like that. So, but if you don't like it, I understand though. But to me, I like it. So that was kind of funny and all that. And when the Kyo comes out in the season, another thing I find funny is that when Kyo sees him naked, Mommy goes and starts shooting at him to stop looking. He's like, stop looking! And throughout the whole series, it's like how, when Ares was exploring more, observing, but more where they go shopping, and you also get some more action, like those maids, you can say, that more gunfire and all that. But it's basically because there's this 12-year-old girl who's a millionaire, or say billionaire, who has this made up her own little organization. She like fascinated with like the cat ears and the tail and all that. I don't know. It's like, she's a 12-year-old girl who's a billionaire, and she has this ship, and where they take in Ares and Kyo, and with Aoi and Monami, like they get this boat, which is used by this guy who's this director. He's a big bodybuilder guy, but talks like he's a Tinkerbell. You get what I mean. Tinkerbell, as I call him. But he's this big movie director, and he has the girls get into these skimpy bikini outfits, and they get their boat, and which they didn't know they were filming the whole time. Which later at the end of the season, and they get to the boat. They get some fun, some fun fire as well, and to where the ship's singing, and then when Aoi gets into this fight with this, which you can say our main villain of the show is this dog girl who's like what's the name of the? You got Katians, but then what was the name of a dog Estian, I can say, a dog Estian from the planet Dogisa. Yeah. So so you got cat girls and you got dog girls as well. Because how cats and dogs. Cats and dogs. But yeah, she's our main villain, and she has this little robot dog that's always with her. Doesn't speak, but it's always grinning. Does like these. Like that. Laughing kind of like that. She gets this one fight with Aoi, and although with the whole established about this dog girl villain, she doesn't really fully meet our main characters, never, and you don't fully address of. I don't think I never knew what was her name anyway. And you don't get much on the backstory with her planet and her race, and also all you know is that she's the only one, and she also has all these little dog robots with her. So that's how I would say it's an issue. Is that the villain, the dog Essian. You don't know much about her. We only know she's a villain because dogs. And throughout the whole show, you get you get a lot of cats and dog puns. Like especially our dog girl, she says a lot of dog puns like, oh, cats, like, oh, what was it? They cry over spilled milk and all that stuff, and then the dog girl says like, we've marked their territory first and all this stuff. Apparently, she was there before, and she's been given like the government's like secret ways of making these new weapons and all that stuff. So, but her background is never fully established. So that's one issue I have with it, is that you don't know much about her. Other than that, we know she's a villain because she's the dog girl, and she never really fully meets with our main characters, except with Aoi. She has that one fight with Aoi, and that's it. So that's a bit of a little bit of a letdown, and a little bit of an issue. That's one issue I have. Until everything is like going. Well, the one point where they're at the beach, they're shooting for the little film they're doing for their project, and then to a point to the rest of towards the end of the season where it's Christmas time. They want to experience it. They want to get the experience of Christmas and who Santa Claus is. And to the one point where they go up in space to have this big finale because the Catians, their captain, was put in a kind of like a temporary coma, you can say, and their ship, the rest of their Catian crew were frozen, and so at the point where our heroes, you say, Ares, Monome, and Aoi, or before I get to that, there was one part where Monome and Aoi, they have a little gunfight between each other in the forest, and like you said, how we get where Mommy says, she says that she loves Kyo, and then she lost, and they made a bet, and Aoi loses, and says, stop calling him by his last name, call him Kyo, and she gets a little embarrassed, to the point where she didn't want to kiss him as well, so. But it's a love triangle. Well, the three, not a triangle because there's three girls that likes our main protagonist. So when they're in space, when they're all three of the girls are gonna go fighting in space. Each of the three of them kisses him. So each of the three girls each kiss him, and they have this, which I would say for the action in the space was pretty decent. When the girls are fighting in space, and then the dog leader fights as well. And while Kyo goes to the Catian ship, he's able to help them to one part where something happened with the ship is that he uses each of these Catians have the bell they wear around their neck, so Kyo uses the bell to make him to alter his DNA genetics, so make him look like a Catian. And at the point where everything is saved, and they're surprised to see how he looks like a Catian with the cat ears and the tail. And they finally celebrate Christmas, as the end. But there is an OVA episode in this, like some other ones I have. They don't have OVA episodes, which I don't know why. But this one does have one. So afterwards, which I thought was also funny as well, is that have this little private party at this I'm also not saying I don't say barbecue house, but it's something like that though, and they're having a little chance to play games, and they make a bet, and a little wager or something like that to win prizes. And one point where one prize to win is that Kyo's little filmmaking, the girls get excited because, oh, you see him get undressed and he's naked and all that stuff. So the girls get excited like that, and Kyo's embarrassed about that, and until one point where they get a package came in, and it's that DVD of that movie that the two girls, Manami and Aoi, made with that director. And they all get embarrassed, and Kyo, he wants that. He's like, oh, what does it matter, right? So throughout this whole episode, when they're playing games, the girls are trying to not let them get that DVD because they're too embarrassed about it. Like there's of course there's little parodies of other games like Twister or we just call it a different name though. But there was other parodies of other games I can't remember though. And they get a little scene with the teacher and the talking with these two other girl students you've seen, like when they're on the beach and the uncle comes in, and which is funny, in that little room they have the teacher's in, they have, speaking of parodies, there's also a poster of Armageddon, Michael Bay's Armageddon in there as well, but the name Bruce Willis's name is changed differently. It's kind of like, what was it, Billy Wallace or something like that. You have to look really hard for that though. But if you recognize the theoretical poster where it shows Bruce Willis with Ben Affleck on the poster, it's that poster. So that was another funny thing. They parodied Michael Bay's Armageddon in there. But you have to look hard for that though. If you kind of like a blink and you miss it type of thing though. And until one point where all the group of the girls, including this other Katian girl you've seen like halfway through the series, she's also Katian as well, which I forget her name though. But to one point where they play this game. What was it? I forget what the name of the game is. Like you do this. It's not rock paper scissors, but it's like odds and evens. And it's like Kyo, because he's blindfolded because it's like strip of this game. You know, like strip poker basically, but it's not poker, but it's like what was it called, strip Jenga or something. I don't know what it is, but like Kyo, he keeps on winning, and that's why he's wearing the blindfold, because all the other girls are stripped naked. That's why. And of course, they get the form where the blindfold comes off, and he sees all the girls naked, and they all scream, ah! So even with that's going on, and then the reigning Katians, like the captain, the doctor, and the two other officers, they're playing strip games as well. It's like, why is it? And they're saying, why is it that it involves taking off the clothes instead of? Well, they said they did this before money was involved. And you get to one point where the dog SCN is playing chess with that dog, a robot, and she loses and she strips off as well. And of course, the dog is like, like I said, that's the only thing he says. But yeah, I'm sure me describing it is probably, well, you just check out, if anyone's heard of it, just check it out for yourselves. So, may not have everybody's cup of tea, but I thought I had some fun with it. So, it's probably not liked by everybody though, but I thought it was kind of fun. I thought it was funny in a lot of things. So, yeah, just like get past the set fan service and all that stuff. But the characters. As for the characters, Kyo himself, probably say he's a lot of people, as say with other ones, for our lead guys, probably just a bland, boring character. I don't think it was, because I mean he's the nice guy and always wants to help and all that. But I don't think it was not that boring to me. Aries, I thought she was funny because her trying to establish how Earth works, and was trying to do it with Kyo and just reading misinterpreting stuff like, well, oh, this is what you read in your magazines. Like, no, that's not true. It's fiction. As for Monami and for Aoi, well, for Aoi, of course she's like the shy, sweet girl, but technically she's a badass. Basically, she can knows like all the weapons, and she has a teleportation. What is like, considering the premise of this show is like, oh, all of a sudden this girl can just randomly teleport things. I don't know. To be part of me thinking, oh, that's cool, kind of cool. She can teleport, especially guns, you know. And with Amami, you know, together, you know, especially with Aoi, you know, these two girls shooting guns. You can have some kind of dumb fun with that. Hot girls shooting guns. Who doesn't want to see that? For us guys, basically. But but the characters I like, I would say. And for the intro, as for the intro of the anime show, the intro with the music, I like the music that goes with the anime. Well, the score for the whole show I like, but for the intro, the music that's playing during the intro I like, and for the animation from 2010 I thought it was pretty good animation as well. A lot of these animes I review are good are animated well, I should say though, but still hard to still say that the animation is pretty good, I would say. And for the parodies, I do like the parodies of the poster of Armageddon, and and also the showing off of advertisements for AMW in there. I thought that was still kind of funny. What was it? There was the other one that I mentioned. Oh yeah, they mentioned Star Trek as well. But overall, yeah, I like Planet Cuties. I thought it was a funny anime. Not probably, I can understand if it's probably not liked by everybody though, but I had fun with it. Like I said, just me being honest, I had fun with it. And probably, you know, the positive thing, it says I hear from AnimeNewsNetwork.com calling it a hidden gem. So I guess there is a positive thing about it. The anime has a 6.9 IMDb as well. As for the compared to the Japanese dub and the English dub, I do like the English dub. The Japanese dub was not bad at all. I'll say that it's not bad at all, but I like the English dub as well. Probably I watch this for the English dub more than the Japanese dub. So, but I like Planet Cuties. This is a probably not liked by everybody though, but to me, I had some fun. I had fun with it. So this is me being honest. So yeah, empty. But yeah, but that's my review for Planet Cuties. If you haven't seen it, if you was a fan of anime, check it out. Probably not be for everybody, but at least you had a chance to watch it for once. So, but I like the show. So, but yeah. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned on the next anime review. Later.